February 9th, 2021 will be forever known as the day classic Battlefront II almost died. But before we actually get into it, we should talk about the game itself. Battlefront II 2005 is a game that I hold in high regard as one of my favorite games, despite me favoring the first game when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I think both are equally good games. However, Battlefront II 2005 is not without its flaws, like how you can't turn off war weapons once you reach legendary rank with the weapon that you use. So prior to the classic collection adding the option to disable them, the only way to completely avoid using them was to not use them to the best of your avail or make a new profile entirely. And also the fact that the PC font just looks really ugly and the font from the console ports was just not there for some reason. So when I got news that a Battlefront 2 update was happening, I was like, oh sweet, I hope they fixed some of the issues I had with the game. Boy was I wrong. But I'm in dire need of getting this video to the 8-minute mark, so let me tell you a story. It began on a Tuesday morning or afternoon. I was at school. I decided to check my phone to see what my friends were doing, and one of my friends mentioned a Battlefront 2 update. They didn't like it. I got a bit excited to try it out, so after the school day was over, I rushed over to my laptop, booted up Battlefront 2 in OBS to record footage of it, and it was something alright.
I need to say, it looks kind of junky.
The game looked really weird. Well, yeah, it did fix it to where the menus were in 16:9 rather than having them black bars. The gameplay felt weird. For some reason, if you scrolled your mouse up, it would change your primary along with your secondary when it should just be the latter. And the UI looking... What I think it's trying to accomplish is making Battlefront 2's 4:3 UI into 16:9, and it does not translate well. Here's an example of what Battlefront 2 in 1920 by 1080 resolution looks like. There was also a bunch of other stuff in memory like Galactic Conquest not working, 4K resolution and control support being added, and breaking a bunch of mods, but I didn't go over these things when I recorded it, so that's whatever. However, that's not all this update had to offer for recycled and stole stuff. For what they stole, they apparently stole Dark Phantom's high-resolution artwork videos for the special features menu, which I had no idea even existed when I played the updates, so I can't go any further on that. As for the recycling, they reused some stuff from Battlefront 2004's May 2020 update. With all of these negative points across, people were furious and rightfully so. People were flooding discussions and demanding them to revert the update. Savage first made a video on the whole thing, and modders made a patch of the old version just in case if it was permanent. However, it does have a happy ending. On February 10th, 2021, just a day after the update, the people behind the update realized they made a big mistake. But who was it, you may ask? It was done by GOG, which also has Battlefront 2, just like Steam. And around 2 AM in my time zone, the game was reverted back to its former self, and everyone lived happily ever after and never spoke of this update ever again. Unlike me, who would tell the tale of one of the darkest days in classic Battlefront history, and a day that nearly killed the younger brother of the classic Battlefront games. But wait a minute, the videos felt quite short, so I'll talk about plans on what I want to do next month. Yes, this is a top secret Kirby Mass 7 Direct in the making. First thing I have in mind is replaying the Classic Collection for its first anniversary, which had similar traits to the infamous update that I just talked about. Though with that, people could literally just play the old versions on Steam and GOG, but it did make it more accessible to next-gen consoles like Switch and the PS5, so there's that. As for future Battlefront projects, ranking all maps from the 2004 Battlefront, ranking all units from both classic Battlefront games, and some hot takes. As for non-Battlefront related projects, I'm working to revive some of the multiplayer by doing IL speedruns of the game so the creators can fix some bugs with the game and maybe add in the 3 new maps. I also plan on continuing my Minecraft Solo 1.1 playthrough by releasing parts 3 and 4. I also have an idea for a new series which could be really cool to try out, the gimmick being that I do runs of one game every day for an entire week, either to beat a personal best I have or knock the crown off the world record holder. I started to experiment with that by playing Slender multiplayer 7th Street every day for the 7th week of the year, and I was able to get some progress in there. So I guess it wouldn't hurt if I were to speedrun other games that I haven't done in forever for an entire week. At the very least, it will make for more candidates than the usual streak throughout the first 2 months. And don't worry, Saturday Evening Scratch Games is not cancelled. I have the recordings for episode 4. I'm just waiting for the perfect opportunity to post them on Saturday evening so that I can live up to the title of the series. But with that, I think we should finish up the video since I've been talking for a good while. Well guys, that wraps up another Battlefront related video. My apologies if this was a really short one. There wasn't a whole lot to go around, so I went off the few news articles I found and word of mouth from the Battlefront community. That and the update didn't last for too long as it was reverted in less than 24 hours. But hopefully you guys got to learn a bit of classic Battlefront history. Stay tuned for more Kirby Master 7 greatness, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys! Alright, so this is where the video was supposed to end, but I have yet to reach the 8-minute mark, so enjoy these outtakes that I have. So prior to Classic Collection adding the option to do it, so when I got news that a Battlefront 2 update was happening, so when I got news that a Battlefront 2 update was happening, I was like, oh sweet, I hope they fix some of the issues that I had with the beat. They didn't like it. I got a bit excited to try it out. So after the school day was over, the game looked really weird. Well, yeah, it did fix it to where what it's trying to accomplish is making Battlefront 2's 4x3 UI into 16:9. What I think it's trying to accomplish is making Battlefront 2's 4x3 UI into 16. What it's trying to accomplish is making Battlefront 2's 4x3 UI into 16:9, and here's an example of what Battlefront 2. Here's an example of what Battlefront 2 in 19:20. Here's an example of what Battlefront 2 in 1920 by 1080 resolution looks like. But I didn't go. As for the recycling, they reused some stuff from the Battlefront 2. As for the recycling, they reused some. But wait a minute, the videos felt quite short, so I also plan on continuing my Minecraft solo. Unlike me, who would tell the tale of one of the darkest days in classic Battlefront history, and a day that nearly killed the younger Battlefront. I also have an idea for a new series which could be really cool to try out. The gimmick being that I do one. I also have an idea for a new series which I started to experiment with that by playing Slender Mode. And don't worry, Saturday Evening Scratch Games is not cancelled. I have the recordings for episode 4. I'm just waiting for the perfect opportunity to post them on Saturday evening. So, and I'll be doing I'll see about doing episode 5. But with that, I think we should finish up the video since I've been talking for. But with that, I think we should finish up the video. But with that, I think we should finish up the video since I've been talking for. But with that, I think we should finish. But with that and the update didn't last for too long, as it was. That and the update didn't last for too long. That and the update didn't last for long as it was reverted. But hopefully you guys get to.